Thanks, Wendy, and thanks for your attention this evening. So I would like to talk about the Greenbelt program, and just as a little bit of a background in case anyone's not familiar with the program, it was a millage passed in 2003, which is specifically for land preservation and land acquisition, so it's only used for land acquisition. Part of the money is used for park acquisitions within the city, but what I'm going to focus on tonight is really talking about the Greenbelt and talking about land preservation surrounding the city. What you'll often hear is it's a purchase of development rights program, and what I mean by that is that the city is purchasing a conservation easement. So the property remains in private ownership, and it's really just restricts the amount of development and activities on the property to make sure that the agricultural, the natural features on the property are preserved, open space, the scenic views are preserved. And then what the city does is we go out there once a year and monitors the property to make sure that the easement is being upheld. So I'm often asked why a Greenbelt. It was passed in 2003, and obviously that was a very different economic time and a very different real estate market than what we're seeing right now. And a lot of the land surrounding the city was really being converted into these kind of subdivisions. A lot of the farmland and natural areas were being completely torn away for these subdivisions, and we were seeing a lot of sprawl in the area. So since that time, we have been able to protect 3,500 acres. You can see the map here. The green properties are properties that are protected from the county, might be some of the land conservancies in the area, and then the kind of orange or pink properties there are ones that the city's been involved with protection. We have leveraged the city dollars 1 for 1. So on average, every dollar that the city puts in, another dollar is coming from another source. When we first started doing acquisitions in 2005, again, it was a very different real estate market than what we're seeing now. The average price of development rights that we were seeing was $16,000 an acre, and currently we're seeing about $4,000 an acre, so it's dropped dramatically. That coupled with our increase in being able to leverage the city dollars, because the prices were so high back in 2005, we weren't able to get that high percentage from federal grants because they had a maximum of $5,000 an acre. With that drop in prices that we've seen now, we can ask for the maximum of 50%. There's also several of the townships around the area that have passed millages. Ann Arbor, Scioto, Webster have passed their own millages, and so we can partner with them. Washtenaw County has money available that we partner with them. Salem Township just recently have allocated some of their dollars every year for land preservation. So there's a lot more local dollars being spent on this as well. So most of the revenue has come from the millage proceeds. You'll see there in 2005, the city actually bonded for a lot of the money up front. So it's actually $20 million that the city bonded for, and so we've been spending that down over the last several years. You'll also see the kind of pink color there. That is our the federal grants, and so we've been able to capture a lot of those that come to the state over the last several years. In fact, in this area, there are a lot of times where Washtenaw County and the city take 100% of the dollars available for the entire state. Expenses, so the green there is the debt service, so we pay an annual fee to pay back the debt, the bond. And then the kind of bluish color there is the amount spent on Greenbelt projects. So you can see that that's really grown quite a bit over the last couple of years. We have tremendous opportunity right now, and the program is really gaining momentum. And then the orange there is the amount spent on park acquisitions. So I'm often asked, why a Greenbelt now? We don't see the development pressure that we saw several years ago. But there are other benefits that provided to the city, and that is a lot of food security, which is one of the city's sustainability parameters that they're looking at. We've been able to bring down that cost of farmland, and so new farmers are able to afford to buy property. It also, most of the properties that we've protected, some of them contain Huron River tributaries, so it's protection of the Huron River watershed. It's protecting those scenic views outside of the city. We've also partnered with Washtenaw County on several properties. So these are ones that actually do provide that public access. You can see pictures here of Fox Science Preserve where a lot of Ann Arbor school kids go out for geology class and field trips. Scioto Woods, they're in Scioto Township, that's also provides recreation for residents.